Good afternoon. Welcome to another In Conversation With. Today we have Andy Powell joining us, who's going to talk to us about the Human Results Careers Platform. Andy, best to start from the top. What is the Human Results Careers Platform?
Okay, good to speak to you, Ben. The Careers Platform is an online resource that's been developed through experts to provide support and development for people who are looking to enhance their skills and manage their careers. So if you or people in your team have some time during this current lockdown, then the platform offers an opportunity to complete some personal development to use in the future. What's great about it is it provides materials presented in small, manageable, bite-size, if you like, 5 to 10 minute sessions that allow you to pick and choose what you want to work on. You might decide what you want to do on your own based on feedback from your line manager, or maybe even after a conversation with one of the coaches that are available through the Human Results team.
And of course, Andy, there's no better time to work on little bite-sized chunks of self-development and developing the business at the moment, is there? It's a perfect time to work on the business rather than in the business.
Absolutely. And, the great thing about the platform for me is because it's bite-sized and it's on demand, you can dip in and out when you want to. As you've got time, and I recognise it's all very different for everybody, what we're managing the different things, you can dip in and out when you want.
And how is the platform itself structured, Andy?
Well, to be honest, when you first look at it, and I found this, it does look a bit daunting, but when you spend 2 or 3 minutes clicking around, you'll soon find you'll be an expert. And really the platform's split into 3 main areas. The first one is a collection of different questions to help you explore where you might benefit from some development. Now, these are called career assessments, but they're not about deciding whether you're good or bad at what you do. It really is better viewed as thinking of them as a series of questions. They include things like how well you cope with stress, an analysis of your key strengths, and other ways you can understand more about your personality or your level of management skills. After you complete each set of questions, you'll get a personalised report that you can then use to direct your search for development materials across the platform. The second area is where there's a huge range of development resources. They're written as videos or short articles and presentations that can be read on screen. And there really is something for everybody. You don't have to be a Leicester City fan, but you'll get some tips on management from Claudio Ranieri, and even things like commercial awareness, managing stress, or looking after yourself and your own well-being. And I think certainly at this time, while we're struggling with the absence of our normal social connections, this section on its own might be hugely helpful for people. The third area is focused on supporting you in applying for a new job. So if you're finding yourself out of work or thinking about changing your career direction at the moment, it could be a great place to look to help you explore career options, what to do, and importantly, what not to do when writing a great CV. There's a fab section describing the essential behaviours needed to be successful during interviews. And you can even take a mock interview to increase your confidence by recording it and reviewing how you've answered those questions. I think there's a brilliant section on industry reports to help you prepare for interviews and learn about different sectors in general as well.
So really comprehensive and at the moment, obviously, more valuable than ever. Obviously, we are in lockdown and a lot of people are trying to work on their business. How might team or colleagues use the platform during lockdown? What's the best way for them to use it?
It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, I've heard a lot about how we should be using lockdown to learn a new skill or write that novel that we've been itching to write. However, the reality is most of us are balancing queuing online to order the food shopping, homeschooling our kids, and certainly in my case, learning to live 24/7 in close proximity to my immediate family, whilst at the same time trying to fit in a piece of daily exercise so that I can actually get out and get some me time. So as I said earlier, what I love about this platform is it is on demand. I'd recommend, though, approaching this through what I call a plan, do, review methodology. Start with some planning and simply just take a little time to decide what you want to achieve by using the platform. If you like, call it setting yourself some learning objectives. Your last performance contribution review might help you do that. Or alternatively, you can use some of those career assessments question sets that I outlined at the outset, or talk to one of the coaches at Human Results. Once you've decided what you're going to work on, that's when you move into the doing bit. And you can use the search bar or navigate through the topics and learning paths on the right-hand side of the home page to find the things that you want to work on. Any activities that you complete are automatically recorded, and you can review these through your personal dashboard, which you can access at any time through the top navigation bar by clicking on My Dashboard. Then it's the kind of really disciplined bit, because it's really easy once we've finished doing stuff to not sit back and just reflect on what we're going to do with what we've learned. So I think it's really important to make sure you plan time to review and consolidate your learning. This is a great time to reflect and then plan what you're going to do as a result. You might think you'll have to wait until lockdown's over to do all of these things, but I'd really challenge your thinking on that. I think you'd be surprised by how many of these things you can start at home and practice maybe in the safety of your home with your family around you, so that you've got more confidence to put them into practice when you go back to work.
And isn't it interesting in business? It never changes the message. Plan, do, review. Plan, do, review. Whatever you do in business, that never changes. And the second point, Andy, just to elaborate on that, practice in front of the family, because then the family get used to business as well, don't they?
Absolutely, absolutely. And nobody will give you more honest feedback probably than your family.
Yeah, I certainly know that feeling. And of course, you as a highly talented business coach would always say plan, do, review, wouldn't you? That's major in business.
Absolutely, absolutely.
No way you're spending your pennies as well. So obviously it's a system, it's fantastic, and it's all online. Is there any further support available?
Yeah, I've mentioned a couple of times, the human results team have access to a number of coaches who can help you with the planning and reviewing. We're skilled at asking the questions that will really help you reflect on your learning and think deeply about how you can put that into place back in the workplace. And equally think about what support you're going to need ongoing, either through your colleagues, your line manager, your HR team, or even other friends and family around you.
Okay, Andy, that's brilliant. It sounds like a cracking system. How do I get access to it, and what's the cost of it?
Yes, there's always a financial element of these things, isn't it? Well, there's some good news there. Ultimately, it depends on the number of employees you want to access the platform, but prices do start from as little as £10 per employee for the first 150 people that you want to give access to. This will give them access for the duration of the current lockdown, right up until the 18th of July 2020. As I've mentioned, we can supply and provide further one-to-one coaching support at an additional cost to help support individuals in setting their learning objectives. And as you've highlighted, we offer this through an accredited and qualified set of coaches. We follow a simple structure to help you arrive at your clear actions, and we deliver it through an online video conferencing or by phone to ensure that we comply with the current social distancing policies. We would strongly recommend you consider utilising some coaching support alongside the content of the platform to help team members maximise the home learning experience and ensure that they come out of the crisis better equipped to take your business and their careers forward.
And I think from having a look at the system myself, you very kindly sent it over. It's the ease of use that really is the benefit, because you get these systems that are fantastic and HR people understand it, but you're trying to make people that aren't educated in human resources to understand it as well, aren't you? Because that's one of the massive keys.
Yeah, and as I said, it does look a bit daunting, but once you get into how it navigates and you click around for a few minutes, you very, very quickly find the information and the learning resources that are on it.
And that's the key at the moment, isn't it? People want to understand in business language, not in government language, about what's going on at the minute, especially with lockdowns.
Yes.
Andy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for talking us through the system. It's an impressive system, I must admit, and I wish Human Results all the best with it. And if you do want to take on the system, please have a look at the website, which we've put up above. Please call the number below, and then obviously have a chat with the people and they'll get the right system for you. Thank you very much, Andy.
Great. Thanks for your time, Ben.